Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike here at GameFromScratch, and Happy New Year. And with that covered, let's talk about Christmas in January, because it is the first Tuesday of the month, and that means Unreal Engine are giving away more free stuff. Let's just jump in and take a look at what we've got. So this is the very first item here. This is Ithris Cemetery. By the way, if you do not know how this works, basically Epic Games gives away a bunch of free stuff. It is yours to keep forever, so long as you air quotes buy it before the first Tuesday in next month. A number of environment packs, engine plugins, blueprint collections, and that kind of stuff. You can see this one in action. A lot of cinematic setup in this guy. Basically, it's like a Bloodborne type scene. And again, this one is called Ithris Cemetery. I'd highly recommend you pick these up, even if you're not using Unreal Engine at the time. You can actually use these in other game engines. I've done some videos showing you how to get these things into, say, the Godot game engine if you want. And you never know, you could start using Unreal later on, and if that's the case, you're going to have a huge number of assets to drop into in that case. Let's go take a quick look at the overview on this one. It's a pretty straightforward bundle. Again, it's a modular scene for creating a crypt-like environment. All of the things you see here. It's all like Lego building block style approach, so you can create a number of different environments out of it, but it's not showing everything here, so the particle effects and cinematics that we saw there aren't necessarily in this inclusion, but all the various different textures and materials are demoed and showcased in this example, and then of course your crypts are here as well. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ithris Cemetery. Let's move on to the next content type thing. This one is super straightforward, to be honest. It is the Cloud and Skies. Let me just go ahead and find the demo scene for that. So it's demo scene. All right, that makes sense. This one is clouds. As you can see, a number of them in action right now. But the key thing here is they're basically they're prefab. They're preformed clouds. So what you can do is come in here and go into your clouds collection, and you're going to see they're basically shaped. So the materials are set up, and then simple mistakes are set up. So if you need to have a cloud for the horizon, you've got them available here as static meshes. You can basically just start populating your world with very lightweight, high detail cloud meshes and just start dropping them in like so. Of course, you've got all the material instances and everything else, all the textures required to make these clouds work available there too. So if you're looking for a world with lightweight clouds that look quite good, that's basically what this is a number of prefab clouds that are ready to drop in. Got some skies as well in here, so see a variety of different sky packs available here as well. Those are all available as material instances, and again, add something to the world, add it to them, and then just drop it in. So it's a number of material instances set up as skies, and then a number of prefab static meshes used as clouds. Again, it should give you kind of a lighter weight approach to how these things work. And then we get to the content that is probably, well, the one that gave me the biggest pain in the butt, by sure. This one, the demo level didn't actually work out of the box. I'll show you what I changed in just a sec. So if you want to go ahead and check this one out, let's open up the presentation. And this is for like resource gathering type thing. So if you're creating a crafting game or environment, this is all of the setup you need to do it. We'll get into some of the technical details when I do the overview on the Epic Store page, so you can see how this is implemented, etc., if it's C++ or blueprints or whatever. But in order to get this one working, I actually had to change the primary blueprint on it. So there's the BP My Character, and it's the error handling. This is because of a deprecation, so they've changed. I had to rewrite these two, the input move up and input move left right. They, for some reason, don't hook up. So if you come into your project settings, you're going to find under input right here, because of this, these bindings, axis and action mappings are now deprecated. Use this enhanced version. So they were all removed. So basically, I had to define left, right, and up, down bindings for it to work. So if you go to run the demo and you find you can't move around, that would be why. Speaking of which, let's go run the actual demo. So let's get out of the blueprint and run it here. And you can see exactly what this guy's all about. So what you do is come on over here and you grab a stone tool, and then you can start breaking down stone. So you can see down in the inventory there, I have stone now. So I can hit tab to drop, and then you come over here, same thing for gold, like so. And then gold won't work on, so it's for doing tools to tool, so you see it's not working there. And then finally we have a different material type here. This is the crystal. I didn't pick up the tool. Okay, let's just drop it over here. Let's drop it here and then not run over it so I don't immediately pick it back up. And then here you see, once you've got the right tool, it'll work there. And you can mix them together. So we've got over here crystal and gold and rock. This will do just the crystal, and then it'll say you don't have the tool to gather this. So it's basically, for if you're doing that crafting style game, this is a game setup for creating those things. Just be aware again, that axis binding is the thing that doesn't work out of the box. So that was the one thing I ran into with it. Now we get to probably my favorite asset from an aesthetics point of view. It's the fantasy bundle. This guy is absolutely huge. Let's just go ahead and check one of the demonstration. So we've got castle demonstration right here. So this is a number of different fantasy environments. So there's, again, multiple environments showcasing this. And again, we're going to look at just the castle first, and then we'll look at a couple of the other ones after the fact. So this is a castle fantasy style environment, everything you see here. So this is an N-in-1 kind of pack. So you've got multiple things you can do with this guy. So here we can see, again, modular setup for creating a rundown castle type setting. Now we're going to go over demonstrate the cave. Here you can see a cave type environment. Let's turn off the things. So everything you need to create a cave type fantasy setting like this. Then we go here to the village. And in we go. So basically it is, I think, a 3-pack. So village, cave, and dungeon. I think village would be the biggest of the pack, but it's all the pieces you need to create, again, a simple village. And it's all very modular. I'll show you the assets for the village here. So you go over here to the overview, overview village. So each one of these packs has its own overview, but I'm only going to showcase one of them at this point in time. And it is all of this content over here. So you use that to build a variety of different buildings, etc. Again, you got one for castle as well, and then you've also got the one for the cave. So it's a multitude of fantasy style environments. Probably the most universal pack in this list. And then there's one other thing here. This one is available as an engine plugin. It is called Line of Sight. So let's go down here. Line of Sight available right there. And I will showcase that one from the webpage. And I'm doing that because there is no demo scene for this one. But basically, you can see it is for creating line of sight for object detection and use in post-processing. So 2 geometric type, arc and line, creates 2 arches, rotates along X, Y, and Z, not only Z, for top-down style games. High performance is written in C++, can be used for 3D and 2D games, can be used with pseudo lighting, and so on. So you can see a variety of different ways the line of sight is being used. So you can first use it for, can I see something? And then second is if you needed to do, like, say you were making an RTS game and you wanted to do fields of fire type thing, you could use this as a post-processing effect for actually doing, like, a drawing of those things. You can also, again, use it for implementing fog of war and visibility, and that gives you an idea what this one is all about. You can adjust it with blueprints if you so wish to. It's a simple control, line of sight control in a blueprint type there, but it was implemented as a C++ class, so it should be pretty performant. And that is the line of sight. This one installs as a engine plugin. Unfortunately, again, there is no demo project to go with that one. And a quick recap of the other things here. We have clouds and skies. When you check this one out, they should all have a $0 price tag, so long as you check them out in January after the first Tuesday. And then we've got gathering resources, again, for, you know, a crafting style game, matching the tools to the type, having breaking things down, and an inventory system, and so on, available there. Works entirely with blueprints. So I think there was a breakdown of how many of each ones there were. I guess there isn't. So anyways, if you are looking to do a crafting style game, it's an easy to use plugin system, allows you to spawn resources and gather them with the necessary tools. Oh yeah, there's also a mini game here. I don't know what exactly triggers it. Sometimes on certain one of these rocks, it gives you like that whole, you know, fishing style if you hit the sweet spots type thing. That is implemented as well, all made in blueprints. But I don't know how many blueprints this actually is. Then we get into the Ithris Cemetery. It is, again, a modular kit for creating like a Bloodborne type environment of a cemetery environment. Looks sharp. A good looking environment there. And then we have the Fantasy Bundle Kit 3-in-1. Again, it's the cave setting, the village setting, and then the castle setting is in there as well. And boom. So basically you're getting 3 sets of environments in that particular bundle. And that is it. That is this month's free content. As I ask you every time, what do you think of this month's content? Nothing there like with a big ticket. So again, you're looking at $40 retail, $30, 36, 75. So the Ithris, oh no, so the fancy model at 145 regular, but everything here is on sale right now, so really knocking the price down. Another thing I should point out, this is showing me in my local currency, so if you're using, not Canadian dollars, you're going to see a different price amount. So that came up in a previous video. That is why the number may disagree with what you actually see. So if you want to grab these guys, basically just come on in here, go to the free for the month category. You're going to see last month's stuff because it hasn't updated yet, but basically just come on in here, add everything to your cart, check it out, and it is yours to keep forever. What do you think of this month's free stuff? Let me know, comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. And once again, have a happy new year. Okay, goodbye.